Chapter 3. Jane. I went home that night after agreeing to move in with Silas. He insisted I called him that when we were at home. That was going to take some time to get used to. I was so used to him being my professor. The fact that he had seen me tonight at my lowest, at my most desperate, made me cringe. I had always found him attractive. Then again, plenty of other women in my class did too. He might be 40, but he looked younger, though he did carry an air of sophistication. He rarely smiled, instead assuming an authoritative demeanor that I always found a little sexy. And now that I was living with him, I wouldn't be able to hide my attraction from him. There was no way. I groaned to myself. He was just being nice. He hid how much he cared for his students, but he definitely cared. Apparently, he cared enough to even fork over thousands of dollars to keep a student off the street at night. I would never live this down, and I doubted I would be able to pay him back for his kindness. It took me about a week to pack up my dorm room and move everything to Silas's place. He gave me his spare key and had the guest bedroom prepared for me. It was at least twice the size of my dorm room, and I didn't have to share it with anyone, which was a huge plus. I laid down on the bed when I finished unpacking, happy to have a rest. Silas knocked on the door. "Jane?" I looked up to see him. It was the weekend, but he was still dressed in a button-down shirt and dress pants. I wasn't sure if I had ever seen him in casual clothes before, even though he must dress down sometimes. "Come in," I said, sitting up on the bed. He opened the door, but averted his eyes when he saw me, as if I wasn't decent, despite being dressed in a tank top and shorts, which was similar to what I wore around school. "I have to go out tonight. I teach a night class on the weekends. Help yourself to anything in the kitchen for dinner." "Thank you," I said. "Are you sure there's not any way I can pay you back? Maybe there are some chores I can do while you're gone." "All I ask is you keep up your grades, Jane. That's it." "Okay." I couldn't help feeling bad. He was doing so much for me, and all he wanted me to do was my homework? I couldn't understand it. Yes, he must be feeling awkward about the situation, but it couldn't be improper for me to do some cleaning to repay him for his generosity. He gave me a strained smile. "I hope you have a good night, Jane." "Professor," he flinched. "Please, call me Silas."